If someone had told me that 2024 would be the year I discover one of my favorite games of all time, and that this particular one would be from a franchise previously unknown to me, I do not know if I would have believed them. Yet here we are, more than 2 weeks after I've finished Persona 3 Reload for the first time, and nothing I'm currently up to seems to even creep up to its level. On that note, I present to you my trying not to be biased but failing miserably review, with no story spoilers, to try and tempt you into playing this game. Huge thanks to Atlas for gifting me a review copy at launch, and congratulations, as they've successfully thrown me down a massive rabbit hole. My name is V, and if you're here for the first time, subbing is a great idea. On this channel, you'll find plenty of playthroughs, live streams, guides, highlights, and shorts, mostly focusing on RPGs and occasional adventure games. So if this is your cup of tea, make sure to press subscribe right now. But before we dive any further, let's hear from the sponsors of this video, Tokyo Treat. If you've ever wondered how you can experience authentic Japanese culture through food from your own home, I have the perfect thing for you. Thanks to Tokyo Treat, who sent me this wonderful Sakura-themed snack box. I'm enjoying the taste of unique treats like Sakura shortbread cookies, Kit Kat matcha latte chocolate bars, pure potato honey butter and rock salt chips, Mitsuya cider, and so much more. Along with the snacks, you'll get a gorgeous Tokyo Treat booklet with fun facts about Japanese culture and more info about all your snacks, so that you can enjoy them even more. This is a perfect gift for either yourself or your loved ones this spring, so don't miss out and use my link in the pinned comment and the description of this video to get yourself the most beautiful snack box ever, all while supporting me as a content creator. First, I'd like to talk about the things about this game that I enjoyed the most, and one of them is the story. I'm a big fan of dark, gritty games with a gloomy plot, and Persona 3 is the very definition of it. I'm not going to offer any story spoilers, but what I can say is that this game doesn't take your precious 10, 20, or 30 hours to start getting good. Its spectacular writing has an immediate effect on you, and if you're like me, you'll be left wanting more even after your first session. It's not just about the main plot either. Each one of the social links will hurt you, make you laugh, or cry in its own way. The stories are raw, representing the real-life issues we're all trying to escape from when we play games, yet in this game, we're left wanting more after each social link rank up. The payoff for doing all of these social links is massive, as not only you get to fuse the high-end personas when you max them out, the final resolution of each and every one of them is bound to tug at the heartstrings in some way. Some will completely annihilate you, and you'll somehow still love it. Oh, and if you'd like to see a spoiler-free guide on all of the social links that will help you maximize your progress on your first playthrough, I have a video for you in the pinned comment and the description, so check it out. Character development is another story-related aspect of the game I was absolutely astounded by. There are some characters that I couldn't imagine liking, finding sympathy for, or being excited about their story, but the impressive writing made me find joy in every moment of their growth. Sadly, my preferences did affect what I ended up doing when it comes to my main party composition, so I admit I could have done better with that, but I don't regret any of my choices, and I know there was a purpose behind everything that everyone has done, which is more than I can say for some of the longer games I've played with far less payoff. I'm on the fast track of learning that music is one of the best things about Persona games in general, and I'm not disappointed with Persona 3 Reload in any way. The songs are addicting, they set the mood for each situation perfectly and will have you dance away while questing. Even when it comes to combat music, it's kept me going through Tartarus without once feeling annoyed, overwhelmed by battles, or impatient in general. If great soundtrack is what you're looking for in your super long JRPGs to keep you going, then this is the game for you. Art style is one of the first things you'll notice when you look at Persona 3 Reload, and if you've played the original Persona 3, you'll be able to appreciate the improvements much more than I did at the start. To me, it was just a beautiful game, and the art style I immediately have taken a liking to. However, after looking at some of the Persona 3 original footage, as I've never played it, I understood just how much love has been put into this remake. The game is gorgeous, and it's a perfect representation of a remake created in a modern way, that's kept everything good from the previous installment. Well, except having a playable female character, but who's keeping tabs, right? A game would not be a game without its actual systems and combat, which have kept me engaged more than any other JRPG I've played in a very long time. Fusing personas, completing the compendium, grinding Tartarus, crafting the best gear, and doing the things I normally wouldn't do if I was just trying to finish the game. They've all kept me playing longer than I ever thought I would. With over 110 hours in the game, I finished it on normal with more than 90% of the compendium, all of the endgame fusions, some really sweet gear pieces, and a party I knew inside and out. In other words, I was obsessed. The game creates a perfect balance between the social aspect, which directly rewards you for completing it through combat, as well as great storytelling. I've given this game a lot of well-deserved praise, but there is something I'd like to comment on. Persona 3 Reload is a very long game, and in this day and age, it's very difficult to commit to multiple playthroughs just to see all aspects of it. The fact that it takes mad organizational skills to complete all social links on the first playthrough is something that had me miss out on a little bit of it, but I also did far more than I could have thanks to my chat, which is why I decided to make the social links guide in the first place. I wish the game would give us a little bit more time to complete the social links, as they are a crucial part of the experience. However, if you do have these skills, or you don't mind playing the game more than once, there's nothing that can stop you from enjoying it to the fullest. As a general conclusion, this game is very much worth playing. If you're wondering whether or not it's worth paying for the full price, I definitely think so. However, if you're watching this video, I'm going to assume you already have a backlog to work through, and there's nothing wrong with waiting for a seasonal or publisher sale. You can also play the game through Xbox Game Pass without buying it if that's your thing. When it comes to my trying not to be too biased review, that's pretty much it. If you've already played the game and you're here to show support by watching this video, do share your thoughts on it in the comments, as more opinions will help the potential Persona 3 Reload players make their decisions. If you're not subbed to my channel yet, make sure to do so now to not miss out on future videos. Thanks ever so much to Shay, who's a Tier 2 benefactor on Patreon, as well as Jeremy Ortiz, who's a Tier 1 benefactor on Patreon and an Alpha member here on YouTube. There's also Garnet Williams and Space Cadet Rick, both supporting me on Patreon as Alphas. I appreciate everyone keeping me going as a creator so far, and if you'd like to do so as well, you can find all the links in the description of this video. Any contribution goes a long way towards me continuously creating content for you, so thank you for all of it. Alright, I'll let you go now. Have a great time in Persona 3 Reload, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.